finish it.
Alright, let me make sure everyone's got their team. Okay. Good luck, have fun to both players. And here we go. Game number 2 loading up. Complexities Hendralisk versus Core Gaming's EJK coming at you right now, guys. Again, thanks so much for sticking with us all the way to the finals. Game 2 coming up right now on Yansu.
Yep. TVC, as we've been seeing almost all night. We'll have to see. Will Hendralisk be able to close it out 2-0 or not?
Only time will tell. Why don't you get those intros started up here?
Alright. Spawning on top of our Zerg of a 1-0 in this best of 3 series. Will he be able to finish it? Qualify for breaking out Season 2. It is Complexity Sound Blasters Hendralisk.
And his opponent, spawning up in the northeast position, who's had a great tournament run, currently down 0-1 here in this best of 3 grand finals. He is Core Gaming's EJK. EJK, Reaper opening. Versus
Probably.
Fear Dragon saying, make them play Neo Arkanoid. This isn't the DETL. But
yeah,
that would
man.
be awesome. That would be awesome.
I don't know. Dude, I probably would be caught dead before I put Neo Arkanoid in a pool of a tournament I run.
What about Fruitland?
Oh, Fruit? No, definitely that's going in the next map pool. For anything fun, dude, totally putting that in. But like something more ladder based like this, I can't really. Like I thought of that, and I'm just like, I shouldn't.
And already we see a little bit of drone harassment coming down here from Angela's. Oh my gosh, the SCV dies! What just happened?
Oh my god.
LOL.
Too good. Too good.
Zerg OP.
Drone OP need nerf, Blizzard, please.
Just careful.
Finishes the barracks after all. Gets the reverse started up now. A little bit delayed, but Angelus, he went pool first. He's just like, hey. Because it just gives him more time, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Versus Reaper owners, if you're given free time, that's amazing. Like that is all you've ever wanted versus a Reaper owner.
Very, very true here. I mean, so in that position, do you still go for like 2 Reapers? Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! Hendralisk, you are my hero. You are my hero.
Yes.
So the Reaper saw this, and now he's coming back home and is like, what the hell? Why?
See, like, there's 2 reactions you could have to it. There was the one that you gave, and there's also just the whole disappointment thing, where it's just like, you stare at your screen, you take your hand off your keyboard and mouse, and you just stare at your screen, and you're just like, oh.
Oh, I have to deal with this.
Yeah, that's basically it. And then you just A-move everything you got. Oh, Zergling is going to catch the SCV. So good.
This is okay. So he's not going to cancel the hatchery. You know, he's got Lings on the way here. He's going to start a queen immediately. You know, creep tumor, amazing. He could go for spines and stuff. Going for the factory as the follow-up, which is super smart. I love the decision to get the bunker right now. The Lings are here, and there are 3 Reapers, but with how things are looking, he might actually not even be able to get the queen out with how much damage these Reapers have already done, which is sad, because I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
But, it happens. We'll see. This is also just a great delay. Yes, it's a 300 mineral investment, which, you know, might not be exactly what you'd like to see. But looking at the harvester count, you know, 22, well, Reapers, 25 to 19 here. He still has to wait for that creep to recede. And with the larva, he could even, like, make those larvae into Lings or something like that. You know, get them over and block the command center even more. Like,
Yeah.
So this is great to see. Behind all this, armories come down though.
Might we see mech play?
Mm.
Guess we'll find out. And those larvae are still alive, and it looks like a couple Zerglings trying to poke at the front door of EJK here.
Yeah, there's a Marine popping out. A couple of SCVs will be over there to repair at the same time. Reapers try to poke into the main base, get some scouting intel. The Queens are there, but he sees, okay, your lair is on the way. You know, you're taking your gas inside of your main base. What about your natural? How's that look? All right, you've got all your gases. Okay, you're going to go for mutas probably this follow-up here.
Probably.
Good to know.
Yep.
That's, those things.
Like, he probably could have gotten the 1-1 from melee and, do his usual Baneling before lair thing. Or not, or Baneling before Spire, but, with that hatchery investment, he just wouldn't have the minerals to get the evolution chamber up. So, he's going to be resorting to this. And you know what? It's okay, because he still has enough queens to defend versus the Hellions and Reapers that are going to be showing up soon. And EJK is about half the supply of Hendralisk at the moment.
Yep, he is just now taking his natural, and that's just such a horrible feeling if you're in a final and you're like, it's 8 minutes and I'm just now able to take my natural. Like, that's never something you want to see. And looks like Overseer was able to get made and gonna be able to fly in here and confirm what he's facing. Sees, okay, I'm playing a mech player. Good to know. 2 more factories have gone down. That Viking's now on a hunt to try to kill any more overlords out there, but Spire's already been placed down. So this is going to be pretty effective against this mech in these early stages before he can start to get up the Thors, before he can really get all the Widow Mines and get all this defense against me. Lings get into the main base again. What? And they killing everything at the natural, killing a mule, killing an SCV almost. SCV does escape, but lost a mule in the process. And this is just like really, really difficult right now for EJK. He's at 30 SCVs compared to the 47 drones right now. A third base is going up. He's still trying to do what he can with these Reapers and get in there. And okay, he has confirmed there is the Spire at least.
Yeah. Throws the scan down anyway.
Yeah. Well, I guess when he went through, you can see it there, but
yeah,
you just not 100% sure. Maybe he didn't click on it and it's like, what is that? Because it does look like the Baneling nest in the early stages of morphing in too. I mean, it's smaller, but if you check that, you'd be like, all right, that should be a Spire. Come on now. But well, we'll see how well he deals with it. Going for the Banshees, going for the Thors. He basically has to get Thors at this point. Has to get some sort of anti-muta tech. And we'll send those Hellions on over. But I don't know. This is a really tough position for EJK right now.
Yeah. Right now it looks like Roachhorn's going to be finishing up. Mulus on the way, and +1 missile is about halfway done. So EJK, he needs to get his mech force out quick. But he only has how many factories? He has 3 factories.
Oh, and he's got supply blocked. Oh. I mean, he's got 5 supply depots finishing up now, but it's still...
He's also making Thors, and those take forever.
Right. Well, we shall see. Oh my gosh, the Banshee gets caught right as... Oh. That's not good.
That is not at all. And right now, with those Mulus out on the prowl for just anything, he's not really going to be able to do too much. He's going to be throwing down some missile turrets, but those Mulisks are already here, and they flew right by a Thor, but they're bye that SCV and these other ones.
Yeah, I mean, he's scrambling to try to get that missile turret up in time, but losing how many SCVs in the process? Let's see. 11 have been killed so far.
Yeah.
I mean, the Thor's now getting some good shots off, but it's a really, really tough position for EJK. Mech is strong when it can build up, but it's getting to that stage, especially since he was behind in economy, and he can still get to the late stages. He just has to play super smart in his play. Play a nice defensive style there. Make sure you don't lose to anything. The one thing he's got to worry about is this huge wave of roaches. Do we already have drop speed? No. So, I mean, that's another thing that works out extremely well against mech is drops.
Yeah.
But this giant wave of roaches is just going to say, surprise.
Yep, and these 3 Thors won't really be able to do anything. One immediately going down, a second soon to follow, and GG from EJK. Hendralisk closes it out, gets the spot to qualify for Breaking Out NA Season 2.
That means we've had 2 Zerg players qualify for both the qualifiers. Qualifier number 1, we had IVD Gaming's Fog, and the second qualifier today, we had Complexity Gaming's Hendralisk. Great play from everybody on both the qualifiers. You know, everyone put up some great fights, but it came down to just solid play of Hendralisk in the end there. So congratulations to Complexity, Hendralisk. You, of course, make that last qualification spot. There's still those 2 more invite spots, though. So if you guys are waiting to find out, there will be announcements coming out in the near future from Fear Dragon. Of course, you can check him out at FearDragon64 for more info on how things work out with that. Since there is about 30 players still having the potential to be able to sign up for it. But, you know, a lot of people we've seen in the qualifiers did very, very well. It's been basically a great opportunity to run these qualifiers, give more shout out and more spotlight on some of these players, because we saw some good players that might not make this season, but definitely worth checking out and keeping an eye on in potentially those team leagues, the WCS qualifiers, and all those potential opportunities for some of the NA players in the near future here. But any last thoughts on any of the games that we saw today?
Crazy,
yes. There was some really intense games. EJK had some great ones against Krios. No, that was intense against Krios. EJK had some great games too. There's just been some great matches today. Of course, the VODs of this will be up here on this channel, twitch.tv/realnanman. I'll start to break them up over the next couple days, depending on how much free time I have. There'll probably be at least a couple getting uploaded to YouTube by Monday. So keep an eye out for those. But Master Loke, why don't you get us started with some shoutouts for the evening before we call it a night?
Alright, I am Master Dolk. You can follow me on Twitter at MASDRDALK. I do esports upon many streams, so if I am doing something, you'll find out on my Twitter first. And do beware, I do tend to get a little spammy when I'm bored or excited, so I will wreck your Twitter feed.
It will happen, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, also be sure to check out ES Champ. They are a local Toronto organization that I do quite a bit for. We are actually going to be having an event March 8th called the Torcraft Cup. It's happening at the Microsoft Store, but before that, we'll also be doing stuff. Well, they will, not me, because I'm not allowed to leave my house very often. They're going to be doing stuff at LAN ATS, or ETS, if you're English, which is over in Montreal, Quebec.
Sweet. And of course, I am NanMan, or the real NanMan, as you guys will check me out online. Of course, on Twitter and Twitch. If you guys enjoyed the casting here today, please hit that follow button. Also, Master Delk and myself are part of SC2 Up and Coming, which is always on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern, if you guys want to check that out. It's basically about the up-and-coming scene. We tell you about qualifiers, LANs, all that kind of stuff there. So you guys can check all that stuff out on Monday. Help show your support for what we do. SC2 Up and Coming, of course, partnered up with Fear Dragon for these qualifiers. He's the one that has set up and run Breaking Out. And you can check him out at FearDragon64. This week for Breaking Out, it is featuring SWS, the Protoss player. Very strong Protoss player, one of the people that was able to qualify from ladder points. He will be broadcasting stuff every week at the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, and I believe Saturday is the other day, the 3 days a week there for that. And then, of course, Master Delk and myself also do casting with the DETL, Demos Esports Team League, which is Fridays and Sundays. So lots and lots of stuff that you guys can see us casting around, doing some esports stuff in the near future. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.